Down the walls of religion, the walls of indecision. Do I have your attention? No brakes, head on collision. Had a dream, saw a vision that suspended this reality. Threw it in the flames, the things the world is selling me. It's like somebody poured gasoline on my soul. The truth lit a match, warning I'm flammable. Pull the alarm from the sirens. Better believe you got that fire.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. iProc for a homework help video. Let's jump right into this. This is lesson 7.3 homework. It will be for my Algebra 1 classes. It'd be lesson 8.3 homework for my regular math class if they were to get on here and look at this. So, let's just jump right into this. Let's look at number 4, 9x minus y equals negative 24, and 9x minus y equals 24. Well, before we even think about eliminating, that is the same exact equation. And if it's the same exact equation, without even doing anything, your answer is automatically infinitely many solutions. Now, we could show the work by if we subtracted this, 9x minus 9x cancels, negative y minus the negative y, that would turn to a plus plus, which would give us just simply 0. Negative 24 minus negative 24, you add, negative 24 move to the right 24 times is 0. So that's kind of our work. They just both come to 0 right there. Okay, let's jump down here to number 7. Okay, if we're looking at number 7, first thing I want to do, I want to draw my line, and then obviously we're going to be eliminating the y's here. If we're eliminating the y's here, then that means we got to ask ourselves, do we need to add to eliminate the y's, or do we subtract? If you subtract, you're going to have a minus minus, which turns to a plus plus, so that wouldn't work. Okay, so what you're going to have to do here is add. Now, a little trick when you're adding, you don't even have to worry about the addition sign. Just start solving all of them straight up and down. So 5 minus 9. Well, we could say 5 plus negative 9, but since it's addition, it doesn't change this sign. So you can just say 5 minus 9. Okay, signs are different, so find the difference. 9 minus 5 is 4. Take the sign of the bigger number, which is negative, so it would be negative 4x. The y's cancel because 8 minus 8 is 0, equals 22 minus 14. Okay, 22 minus 14 would be 8. I divide both sides by negative 4 to isolate the variable x, and that leaves me with x is equal to negative 2. Now, once I do that, I pick one of the equations to substitute x into in order to find y. So I'm going to use the top equation. Why would I use the top equation? To avoid those negatives. Look at all those negatives in the bottom one. So we got 5x plus 8y equals 22. So when I substitute this into the x, I get 5 times negative 2 plus 8y equals 22. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10 plus 8y equals 22. From there, I add 10 to both sides, and I get 8y equals 32. How many times divide both sides by 8? 32 divided by 8 is y equals 4. So my final answer here would be negative 2, 4. I'll give you a second just to kind of look at that. Okay, let's go over here to the back side now. So let's go to the back side, let's look at 11. So looking at 11, negative 2x plus 3y equals 20, and 4x plus 3y equals negative 4. So obviously here we're going to have to subtract this. Okay. When we subtract, in order to eliminate the y's, negative 2x minus 4x would become, signs are the same, so just add them, negative 6x. The 3y's cancel because 3 minus 3 is 0. 20 minus negative 4 would actually become 20. If you say 20 minus negative 4, it actually becomes plus plus, which is 24. Divide both sides by negative 6, and you get x is equal to, 6 will go into that 4 times, and a positive divided by a negative is a negative. Now from there, pick an equation. I'm just going to go with, I'm actually going to go with the top one, negative 2x plus 3y equals 20. So once I do that, I substitute this negative 4 into that x, and I get negative 2 times negative 4 plus 3y equals 20. I multiply this, I get positive 8 plus 3y equals 20. I then subtract 8 from both sides, and I get 3y equals 12. Divide both sides by 3, and I get y equals 4. So my final answer, negative 4, comma 4. If I look down here at, let's just say, number 15. Okay, number 15, looking at this, as you see, this is 4x plus 4y equals negative 12, and this is negative 4x minus 4y equals 12. So in order to eliminate this, we're going to have to add. If we eliminate those x's, we're going to have to add. 4x plus negative 4x actually cancels. Now look at this. 4y, remember my trick that I said with addition, you just go off this. 4y minus 4y actually cancels, leaving us with 0 on that side equals negative 12 plus 12. Well, negative 12 plus 12 is actually 0 as well. So it looks like that's infinitely many as well. I didn't mean to put this many infinitely many, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So there you go. That's me working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including that. 5 out of the 16. That's not too bad. So I think from there, well, here, let me work number 6. I'll work number 6 just to make sure we're all good. So draw a line, and then this will be the last problem I work. Draw a line. Ask yourselves, how can I eliminate those y's? Do I have to add them or subtract? With that being a negative, that being a positive. Well, if I subtract them, that becomes a plus plus. So I'm actually going to have to add these equations together. So what is negative 3 plus 1? Well, negative 3 plus 1 would be negative 2x. 8 plus negative 8 would actually just cancel, or keep in mind, this just simply, you simply don't have to look at the addition. You can just kind of look at the sign here. So 8 minus 8 cancels, equals 24 minus 14. If you look at 24 minus 14, that would become 12. Divide both sides by negative 2, and you get x equals negative 6. Pick an equation and substitute that into. I'm just going to substitute it into the top equation, negative 3x plus 8y equals 26. So substitute that into the x, and I get negative 3 times negative 6 plus 8y equals 26. That's 18 plus 8y equals 26. I'm then going to subtract 18 from both sides. When I do that, I'm left with 8y, and then 26 minus 18 is 8. Divide both sides by 8, and then I get y equals 1. So I got 1 comma negative, or excuse me, said that wrong, negative 6 comma 1. Okay, give you a second just to kind of look at that. And that will do that. And that will do this for this homework help video. Hope this helps. And come in tomorrow ready to look at this. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.